As per our torrential slide cost expectation, the Avax cost ought to run between $16 to $36 in 2023. Torrential slide is anticipated to stir things up around town mark by 2025. In view of Avax cost expectation, the coin can exchange a scope of $41 to $60 for 2025. Our torrential slide coin cost expectation for 2030 recommends that the coin's typical cost might be around $145, while the base and most extreme costs might be around $118 and $170 individually. Right now, torrential slide is exchanging around $16, which is practically 7% down from the last week. Be that as it may, in the beyond 24 hours, Avax has recuperated hardly. There is a somewhat negative opinion on the lookout. However, the drawn-out feeling stays bullish and Avax could hit $50 in 2025. In the event that you are searching for a torrential slide value expectation or conjecture, our top-to-bottom examination means to respond to your inquiries like, is torrential slide a wise venture? Will Avax reach $100? How high can torrential slide cost go? Before we start with a nitty-gritty torrential slide cost expectation, we should jump into the coin's outline. The outline of torrential slide, a seed thought that was conceptualized by Cornell scientist Emin Gunsirer in September 2020, chiefly putting together the stage with respect to blockchain calculations fundamentally to resolve the issues of sped-up, decentralization, and security. With this sort of hardy blockchain innovation, the torrential slide network will go about as a critical power sponsor, demonstrating progressive in the realm of installments. As an impetus to empower fast-fire exchanges in the worldwide installment biological system, torrential slide will carry extremist change to fund. The torrential slide environment is completely viable, with Ethereum resources, applications, and instruments with quicker speeds, higher throughput orders, and lower expenses. It is an umbrella stage for sending off DeFi applications, resources, exchanging, and different administrations for blockchain designers. It permits anybody to send off or exchange any type of resource and control it a decentralized way, utilizing shrewd agreements and other trend-setting innovations. A critical distinction between torrential slide blockchain and other blockchain stages is its administration component. Marking rewards are dependent upon dynamic changes as the framework advances. Torrential slide, Avax. The innate expected without a doubt. The torrential slide blockchain has incredible potential and will quite often be the most alluring digital currency, essentially for its local token, Avax, which guarantees high exchange security, combined with speed, scaling a trillion every second. No big surprise the consistently dynamic group of qualified mathematicians and cryptographers is creating and keeping up with the torrential slide digital money. Arising as an incredibly powerful and dynamic power, Avax will be the pick and selection of dealers, particularly on the grounds that it has gone the distance. Likewise, financial backers have found an element of unwavering quality implanted in this token. The badge of Avax capabilities as a prizes and installment framework for clients. Avax digital money is greatly dependent on decentralized applications remaining in front of other state-of-the-art advances and the current decentralized blockchain networks. The torrential slide estimate is absolutely reliant upon digital currency market development. A blast time for torrential slide, Avax, drives the value estimate to remain substantial on this record before long. Made by Avalanche, this coin has gone the distance, so it is critical to realize that torrential slide's cost rise is sure before very long. Notwithstanding, carry out your own groundwork to check your gamble resistance. Torrential slide value expectation 2023. In view of our torrential slide, Avax cost expectation for the approaching year, the Avax coin might have least and most extreme costs of $15.01 and $36.46 separately. The adjustment of the cost is supposed to be over 140%, with a typical cost of $25.74. Avax value forecast 2024. As per torrential slide, Avax cost expectation, it is assessed that the coin exchange between the scope of $30.76 to $44.28. Where $30.76 is the base exchanging cost and $44.28 is the most extreme cost. Simultaneously, There are a couple of presumptions that the Avax coin might have a typical cost of $37.52. Torrential Slide Value Expectation 2025. The Torrential Slide coin is supposed to have least and greatest costs of around $41.50 and $59.74 individually, according to our Avax Cost Forecast 2025, while the typical cost may be $50.62, with a rate change of around 40%. Torrential Slide Coin Value Expectation 2026. According to our Avax Cost Expectation, the coin might have a typical exchanging cost of $63.71, with a base and greatest cost of $52.23 and $75.19, separately, for the year 2026. The instability of the torrential slide cost is supposed to be very less, according to our cost expectations. Torrential Slide Crypto Value Expectation 2027. In view of the Avax Cost Forecast, our specialists recommend that the torrential slide digital currency might exchange a scope of $64.34 and $92.62 for 2027, where the previous is the base cost and the last option is the most extreme, while the typical exchanging cost of torrential slide Avax might be $78.48. Avax Expectation 2028. Our Avax cost figure for the year 2028 proposes that the coin's typical cost might be $94.79, while the base and most extreme costs might be around $77.71 and $111.87 separately. Simultaneously, the torrential slide specialized examination uncovers that the rate change might be half. Avax Coin Value Expectation 2029. From our Avax Cost Forecast, we can reason that the coin's cost might exchange at a normal of $116.44 for the year 2029, while the most reduced and greatest cost of the Avax token for the year might be $95.46 and $137.42 separately. Torrential Slide Value Expectation 2030. By 2030, our Avax Cost Forecast 2030 shows that the likely high of torrential slide may be around $170.69, with a possible low of $118.57. The definite torrential slide cost investigation uncovers the typical worth to be somewhere near $144.63. In view of Avax cost estimate, a drawn-out increment isn't normal. The cost guess for long-term end is $1.79. They accept that your ongoing venture might be debased from now on. The torrential slide cost expectation expect solidifying patterns that point towards the way that there is potential for the Avax value that might show a higher opinion. The cost could cross $71 toward 1 year's end. What is the eventual fate of torrential slide coins? As indicated by torrential slide cost expectations, the eventual fate of this coin is extremely splendid. By 2030, we anticipate that torrential slide should have crossed the $170 mark. Nonetheless, do your own exploration and don't accept this data as speculation guidance to purchase Avax. Yet, you might peruse the estimate and track the ascent drop in the cost before you purchase torrential slide. Is torrential slide a wise speculation? As indicated by Avax cost expectation for the following 5 years, the Avax cost will hit a $92.62 high, making it a wise speculation. The base cost for the year 2027 is assessed to be